What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 413 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you guys aren't tracking your bets on Pickett, what are you doing? Figure it out. Start holding yourselves accountable and tracking your action in the new year. I promise it's not that hard. It syncs up with your books and tracks everything for you, literally like a little assistant. Okay? Go check it out. I promise once you guys download Pickett, you will keep using it every day if you are a serious sports bettor. Okay? Javon, we got some work to do today, brother. All right? We got to bounce back. All right? Backs against the wall. We need a squad ride W today to make up for that Arizona Coyotes cake on the ice. It is what it is. We can't win them all. If we did, we wouldn't have a stream. We'd be retired on some sort of island drinking pina coladas all day. Right? Let's be realistic here. Can't win every day. All right? We did not win last night. Let's go ahead and get the L recap out of the way here, Goats. The Yotes ML was never the Yotes ML. It is what it is. Look, plus 155. Those plays lose sometimes. It is what it is. And look, Lembong's in here giving out a subby. Chris 150696 coming in here giving out a subby. Haven't hit a bet since the 17th. We're going to change that today, brother. Look, chat still believes. Okay, they're still dropping subbies left and right. We got GT fan coming in hot. Hold the fries 4 minutes ago with a resub. Javon, they still believe. Okay, they're ready for a bounce back today. Enough of the Yotes. Let's throw this puppy out and never look at it again. Played it so. Sure. Okay. 4-1 on best bets yesterday for me. Chad, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been absolutely rock solid with these plays, and people should be talking about it more. Okay. They're not. It is what it is. I'm not going to talk about it for them, but let's put these on notice. Okay. Because I've been absolutely on fuego with these best bet plays. Okay. Krabs down a bet with your name on it. Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry combo just dropped. Wow. Okay, Brock. I'll put that one in my back pocket here. We'll have to keep that one for later. Sure. Hopefully that goes better than the Messi combo yesterday that's still sort of over. W. Trent. Good call. Sometimes Trent is better, and he just knows. And last night was one of the rare times he was. And he called me on that. He said, no way that fucking hits. Don't take that. I said, I'm going to take it, and it lost. W. Trent. I tip my cap, and we move. Also, like that soccer bet you gave out yesterday. Pitch game. Yeah. It is what it is. How'd that game turn out? What was the final score?
It's 2-0 Miami. It was an actual miracle that RSL didn't score. They're just rat shit. But they got every chance in the world. Didn't do it.
Yeah. Duke is kind of good. Yeah, Duke played really well. They kept their foot on the gas last night. It was never Miami. Okay. Did not help.
It just sucks, bro.
They suck. But it was a mandatory play.
I will die on that hill that I made for myself at the beginning of the season saying they're overrated. They're just ass. Injuries didn't help, but they're just not that good.
See, it hurts me because last year I tried to fade this team every game. I said they weren't good. You kept saying, why you keep fading against this team? Why you keep fading them? They keep fucking winning. What are you doing? Stop betting them. Stop fading them, right? You would tell me that every fucking game, and they would continue to steal my coins. And now we're here this season, and it's completely flipped. I found myself betting Miami a couple times because they do stink now. And Javon's out here saying they're the worst team ever. And you're not wrong. This team is not good. I was saying this last year. Maybe I got fooled a little bit by their run. And they obviously had a little bit more talent last year as well. They had two studs who were gone. I don't know, man. This Miami team, look, the injuries didn't help. Cleveland being out, right? I mean, they had no chance in the paint. And the craziest part is Filipowski didn't even cash. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but
didn't have to.
Man, didn't have to. They didn't need to do shit. They were destroying them. But we did have a lot of other winners as well, Javon. It wasn't all about the losers last night, right? 4-1 on the best bets from me. Jacksonville State was free. George Mason outright. That was a great bet. That was probably bet of the night.
Fantastic.
They were never losing that game. They even had 3 of their starters with 2 fouls at halftime, and they still found a way to win. Very impressive. Effort type win from George Mason. Good to see them holding it down and not melting away, crumbling away another win. This George Mason team's pretty good. If they could find a way to finish games like they did last night, I wouldn't be shocked to see that team make a run in the A-10 tourney. Okay? Keep that team circled top of mind. George Mason, they're fucking good. Miami, shit bet. That was the one loser. UTSA, I mean, they almost won outright, which is insane. But they didn't, and they still covered there. That's all that matters. And then obviously Kobe Alva shot the ball 20 times last night and still went less than his 8.5 points. That was a lucky square. I'll be honest with you. If I knew he was going to get that volume, I would not have given that square out. But it was a pretty good read, and Dayton did end up having to give the ball to their big man, the future NBA guy in the paint. to dominate and keep them within the game. Pretty good read on that one. If I could say so myself, we take 4-1 and go about our day. Javon, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, since he absolute ratchet bet Oklahoma State's first Big 12 road win, I think they've had the entire conference season, and it kind of hurt that Lakin was expected to play, didn't end up playing, and then Banogo got in foul trouble pretty early. So the two advantages for Cincy were not a part of majority of that game, which kind of hurt. But I mean, Oklahoma State's Linsanity run can continue for maybe one more game. We'll see what they do in Bedlam on Saturday at home. But yeah, shit team there. Florida actually should have been freer than it was. It did have a sneak ML ticket. Kind of pissed that got the over. Miss State second half. Miami talked about that. Zion Pullen, same thing as Florida. He didn't even shoot the ball well. He couldn't make shit for the entire first half of the game. Still found his way over in regulation. Then obviously got some more in OT. So W Gators. I am feeling, even in a loss, feeling very good about that team. And I will consider some future investments come tournament time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have all the talent in the world. Right, Goods?
Right. I want it on record that I parlayed JMU, UTSA, and Zion Pullen, so I'm swimming in coin thanks to you two.
Jesus, dudes. JMU or GMU?
JMU, so George Mason.
George Mason. Okay, yes. W's. Let's go, Goots.
Fucking go.
And then we double dipped for a little second half, guys.
I did.
As well, plus a half.
Double dip. Yes.
Sure.
It was wonderful.
Yes. Got the Dave text last night and said, you know what, Dave, that Miami play I told you to take, that was fucking cake, brother. Let's get those coins back. George Mason, second half plus a half. They're not losing this game. Nope. If anything, we should have taken the ML in the fucking game live. That would have been nuts play. That
first screenshot I sent you, the spread that was plus money for them for the whole game, that would have been fire.
Yeah, that would have been. But I'm soft. But we take our winner and we run. Okay, George Mason bet. Wish that was a squad ride. It wasn't. We move. Can't win them all. Okay.
I got to say,
let's go ahead and recap.
Real quick,
what do you got?
While we're talking about me glazing the hell out of Florida, I would like to quickly victory lap the three teams that I've been sucking off the entire season. Florida, Wake Forest, and McNeese, all starting to look like they're rounding into form, which I guess McNeese was super good really throughout the whole season. But Florida and Wake, after a couple slower starts to start conference play, look at them now. And look at them this weekend, potentially. But they are fucking good. I'm excited.
This is the time when it matters when you're playing well. Doesn't matter what the fuck you were doing 2 months ago, as long as you have enough wins to get in the tourney, right? This is when you need your teams playing at their best. And we're seeing a couple of these squads, these dark horses, if you will, that Javon called before the season, really starting to round into form. McNeese overall this season has been a wagon. That was a great call from day one. Okay, they're still doing their thing. There's other two teams, right? Great call, and they're starting to really warm up here. Florida playing some great basketball recently, even coming off that loss. And then Wake Forest in a year where the ACC is extremely down. Who knows? Maybe Wake Forest could go in and win the fucking ACC tournament. We've seen random teams win the ACC tournament more often than we've seen a blue blood win it in recent history, right? Cough, cough, my Hokies have even gotten involved and gotten in there and won an ACC championship. That's how you know random schools are winning, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Wake Forest rips the Band-Aid off, breaks the seal, and gets an ACC championship title for the first time in a while. I don't know, but the ACC is wide open, and those are some great calls, Javon. Good work. All right? Can't all be good, though. All right, let's go ahead and be W Transparency hosts here and go over the terrible prize picks entries. Filipowski never smacked. It is what it is. If you guys tailed Javon's two-piece with Zion Pullen and Shrewsbury, you are rich. But 2 for 3, no dice there on the A team. That one stung. And then the B team, James Bishop had about 700 threes. He balled. But the other guys, I believe, did not do their job. So no. I can't believe Brody didn't do his job. I fell in love with that square when we crafted it up. And
you got in a little bit of foul trouble, which didn't help your case either. But, I mean, definitely had more of a shot than Gaines. I did not expect UAB to come out like that in that game. That was crazy.
Unbelievable. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Enough talking about the past. All right, enough living in the past. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about some winners for today, huh? We got MLB coming back. We got spring training. Okay, no plays on the Sharp Report for spring training. That's kind of soft. But one game today. We'll talk about it. It starts this afternoon, I believe, probably during Surge Stream, which is a W. Rumor has it Surge Stream making a comeback today. Could be perfect timing to sweat out a little nerfy with Trent in about an hour or so, hour and a half or so, right, Javon? And then we've got NBA back as well today. Good. I see you have some plays over there.
I do.
Professional Association, W's. We'll get to those. Let's get it started off, though, in college basketball, all right, where it should. Let me get it started out with a nasty mid-major team that I cannot stop looking at, cannot stop thinking about. It's Abilene Christians. And look, I've tried to get sharp with this team a couple times this year, but even today I cannot resist betting Abilene Christian against this Cal Baptist squad. I talked about it a little bit on the morning after on Mikey Overs show before this. If you guys have not tuned in or missed out or don't know what that is, before BTL, Mikey Overs has a show every single weekday talking about winners, talking about the stuff from the day before, and just getting the vibes up for the day. So if you guys have been missing that, please check that out before BTL, 45 minutes before. We were talking about it a little bit on there today, Javon. Cal Baptist kind of trending downwards. Cal Baptist obviously lost their guy Armstrong, who I thought was one of the better players in the mid-majors. Not really talked about last season. His brother's still on the team, obviously, but not as good. Cal Baptist, though, this season, they got off to a great start to the year. Unbelievable start to the year. But they've started to kind of regress, come back down to earth a little bit, playing like the team that I kind of expected them to be without their star, Taron Armstrong, running the point. And then you look at Abilene Christians. This team is the exact opposite of Cal Baptist. This team had high hopes before the season. This team started out like Moose, okay? But they've started to finally get going and played some better basketball recently of late, coming off of 2 big-time wins, especially the last one on the road at SF Austin as +9 dogs. I like the way this Abilene Christians team is playing. I like the way they're built. They're big. They're physical. I don't think Cal Baptist is going to be able to hang with them. They got a lot of guards who like to shoot threes. Good fucking luck against this physical Abilene Christian team. I'm rolling with the -3 spread here with the favorites in this weird, tricky spot with a 10-15 team, Javon, catching steam against a 14-11 Cal Baptist team that people were talking about 2 weeks ago as a potential mid-major darling. I'm not buying it. I've watched this team play for the last couple of years, and they're starting to finally come back down to earth and play like the Musha team that they are, and that's why we're seeing Abilene Christian laying 3 points on the spread. We take the spread, and we go about our day. They win this game by 10+.
Could be so in. I love a little Abilene Christian sweats, so I could be down for that.
Sure. We got my guy Berg real quick holding the Twitter down. Good.
There we go.
Boy Berg, do your job. We got any YouTube listeners in here? Let me know. Any YouTube chatters? Show yourselves. All right. Let me know if you gues are in here. Okay. We got a hype train rolling. We got that man Cran coming in, giving out subbies. Yeah. Where's Alan? We need the Alan back call. He's got a free $1,000 play on Prize Picks. Need some squares for it? No way, that man Cran. A free Rackaroon entry? How many legs? Holy smokes. We might have to help out our guy here, that man Cran, after he just sub-bangs. Okay.
Might have to.
Oh, we got some YouTubers in chat. Here we go. What's up, boys? Holding it down. Sure.
Let's go.
Good work. Okay. What are we riding for the baseball game? We'll talk about it towards the end. Okay. No stress. All right. Red Tube wants to know if Trent is nuking the Dodgers. -1.5 today. I think we all did. Right. We'll see how that plays out. We got a hype train, folks. W's, good fucking work. Keep the vibes up. All right. Like Godsend said, drive Milk Tech. It really is that simple. Okay. Javon, take me to Dallas. What do you think about the Mavs today?
Take it to Dallas. And contrary to what? Let me find the comments. This comment, Mavs are 100% hot. Last game they didn't have was beating the brakes off of the Suns on Christmas. There's a game in between there where the Suns went into Dallas and beat the absolute piss out of the Mavericks. So coming off of this, like, yeah, the Mavs are hot. Yeah, Luka against the Suns is probably one of the angles that you're going to hear quite a few times today. I'm down with it because I think coming out of the break, first of all, I think this Mavs team, the way that they're assembled right now, matches up so much better with the Suns. And, really they have the whole season. The big part is that everybody kind of assumes that they're going to try and take away Luka, which of course they are, but they're not going to be able to because Kyrie's there too, and they've been terrible at defending guards off the ball. So what are you really going to do? And it especially helps when they're able to space the floor a little better than the Dwight Powell days. Now you have a guy who's really been holding it down, and Daniel Gafford, great addition for them, and then PJ Washington, you see at the bottom of the screen there, who is really able to stretch it out from the floor and really behind the perimeter, which has been an area where the Suns have struggled. So great matchup for the Mavs. Again, like Luka against the Suns, I think he's going to do what Luka does, and a lot of people are going to say that today against the Suns pretty much every time he steps onto the court. And I think this is the start of a really, really good second half of the season from the Mavs.
Make it off on the right foot here with a big-time win to start out the second half of the season. Okay.
Yeah.
Dallas Mavs, ML. Sure. W's, can I take you back to a nasty college basketball play here? I don't want you to get too comfortable in the association.
Sure.
Okay. Dubs. Let me take you to South Dakota State. Okay. Look, South Dakota State, not a household name, not a team that people are waking up in the morning itching to bet. But today you might want to. Okay, they're playing Denver, who we know has one of the best scorers in college basketball, very trendy, very good, unbelievable. But this Denver team, they're not very good. Okay, this Denver team, they might be 15-13, but if you watch them play recently, sure, they got a nice win against North Dakota State in their last game, but before that, they were really struggling, dropping to some bad teams. South Dakota State, on the other hand, they've played pretty well recently. They've won 3 of their last 4. I like the way this team is trending. And the last time these two teams played was only about a month ago, and Denver absolutely destroyed them, putting up a 99 piece, beating them 99-80 in that game. I'm willing to bet that South Dakota State here laying 8.5 points on the spread after losing that game and having a similar record to Denver. I'm willing to bet they win this game pretty easily. Looking at that spread, okay, that's a large spread against a Denver team with one of the best scorers, if not the best scorer in the country, and two teams who are pretty equal, skill-wise, I'd say on paper at least. Although anyone who follows basketball knows that South Dakota State is a much better program than Denver typically, and I'm liking them at home laying that fat number to cover the 8.5 point spread.
That is fat. I mean, that game is probably going to have a shit ton of points in it too. That could be a 100-point game for South Dakota State. It's what they need.
Yes.
Probably the most controversial pick on the card. At least that's what it seems like from the second that this got put up in the chat, went into shambles about it. The Devils. They're playing the absolutely red-hot Rangers. And I don't know if you remember this, but I guess you do because that was your favorite hockey play in a while. The Kings, when they were on the road against the Devils, they were a pick 'em, which seemed kind of odd at the time. And you know what the same line is for the Rangers today? Pick 'em. And it's not just that, but it goes over really what I think is going to happen in this game, which I guess I can bring it back to the Isles against the Leafs right out of the All-Star break too. They were a team who has been really dominating possession. That's been like their MO under Patrick Waugh. And they're going into a Leafs team who that was an area they were really struggling. It was a weird game coming out of the break. They're plus chicken. So wanted to take my chances there. The Rangers throughout this win streak have dominated on special teams. So we talk about what they did against the Islanders in the Stadium Series. The only reason they got back in that game is because the Islanders couldn't stay out of the penalty box, and that's where the Rangers have struck this entire little win streak that they've been on. Not just against the Islanders, but against all of these teams. The Devils have been one of the more dominant 5-on-5 teams in all of hockey in the last 2 months, and really especially since Jack Hughes has been back in the lineup and healthy. So now I think you're going to make the Devils have to play the Rangers 5-on-5, and I think they're going to dominate in that area. I think they're going to dominate puck possession. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Igor Shesterkin, who has looked better the last couple of games, yes, but I'm not buying in because, again, the Rangers have won a lot of games in spite of him throughout this win streak, not because of him. So in a game where I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on Igor to be good, and he hasn't been good the majority of the season, I will take my chances and say that the Devils are going to play 5-on-5 with the Rangers for a majority of this game, stay out of the penalty box, and do exactly what has helped teams beat the Rangers in the past month or so. Not many teams have been able to do it. The Devils coming off of getting absolutely drubbed by the Capitals when a lot of people had them as their favorite parlay piece of the day. Give me the Devils. It's my favorite pick on the card.
Wow. Well, I'm in just by looking at these teams' records and looking at these lines, right? I'm super in, and knowing everybody got burned on the Devils in that last game as well. How many games have the Rangers won in a row, Javon? A lot?
It's been a good bit. Say that.
They're on a little streak right now, huh?
Yeah. Let's look back.
8
6
in a row?
7, 8. Yeah. 8 in a row.
8 in a row, and they're a pick-em to the Devils team who's looked like moose recently? Sure.
Yeah. A team, the Kings just got the same amount of respect, who the Kings have been one of the most disappointing teams in the NHL for really all of the new year. And they had the same line respect going into that game, which is all the more interesting.
We've got some injuries, though? Panarin's
Potentially. Which, that's bad news that you would love to buy. Because like I was talking about, like on special teams, who has been one of the main drivers for them in a lot of the power play goals that have saved them in a lot of these games, Artemi Panarin. So if he ends up actually being out, 100%, that's bad news you can buy. Or good news you can buy.
All right. Devils them out at a pick-em-ish at home against the Rangers. Sure. We got Falser coming in, boots on ground for Rags. Devs need a banger. Well, there you go. You got a banger. Devils ML, brother. W sub-bang timing, 26 months. Perfect timing. All right, boys. Let me take you back to the NBAs. All right, so let me take you to the Clippers game. I'm going to take a stab at the Clippers here, moving down from +3.5 to +2, +1.5, +1, whatever you're seeing on your books. I'm seeing a lot of different numbers right now, okay? I just love this Clippers team, and I want to fade them, and I thought it was weird seeing that line come down against the public darling OKC Thunder at home. We know that Trent is all over the Thunder and SGA today, as he should be. That's his guy. He's a fucking beast. But I'm willing to bet with that line coming down that the Clippers keep this game close and maybe even steal one here on the road on the ML. I'm taking a stab at the +2 with the Clippers, who I think are a significantly better team. And at least a more veteran squad who's looking to start out their second half right with a big-time win on the roads. Are you with me that the spread coming down a little bit looks a little weird now? Or is this where you would have put it if you were setting that line?
I think it's kind of fair. I mean, I think this is a toss-up kind of game, flip a coin type of game, so I'm not too shocked to see the line where it is. Still probably bleeding Clippers with you, but I don't think the line's too crazy.
We got my guy Alan holding down the YouTube.
There you go.
You're doing well, Alan. W's. Jose Perez finds the Krabs card once a week minimum. Yes, it does.
And it's hilarious when you think about that because throughout like BTL week, Arizona State's only playing one time. So it's pretty much every single time that he steps on the court.
Yep. Not personal, though. Just business, okay? Just business.
Hilarious.
Clippers +2. Sure. Take me to the Nets. Why do you like Brooklyn tonight?
Yeah, I mean, auto bet fired coach narrative with the Nets, but it's also because of how they're running the offense, which I guess a lot of players, I guess Dinwiddie came up and spoke about it, and he's not on the team anymore, but Mikal Bridges also came out and said that they didn't love the direction they were going offensively because it was a lot rested on just facilitating everything through Ben Simmons, which don't get me wrong, when he's healthy and playing, he's a very good facilitator of that offense, but the issue, which I guess a lot of people like in our betting space definitely took notice of, there's a lot of inconsistent minutes for a lot of the players that we were all trying to bet on. And I would love to see coming out of the break against a really bad defensive Raptors team for all of these guys to really find their roles. And yes, it's probably going to take more than one game, but I would love to target it against a bad defensive team. First game coming out of the break after a fired coach, little narrative starts to be put in play. So I would be taking the Raps at +chick on the road.
Okay. W's. I'm liking it. Looks like Clippers are down to +1. I'm liking that for sure. All right. A lot of NBA, a lot of NHL plays today. I like it.
Yeah.
Good. The association is back. We're going to celebrate.
Yeah. Yes, we do mean the Nets on the road, said Raps.
Yeah, Nets on the road. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take you back to CBB real quick here, chats. And look, we will tweet out this graphic as well, like we always do right after BTL. Guys, do me a favor when we post it. Drop a like, drop a comment, favorite play, whatever. Keep the engagement rolling, okay? And make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube page. It literally takes 2 seconds, and it could not be freer, okay? You just go to Book It Sports on YouTube. Whether you watch it there or not, just hit the little subscribe button. Bada bing, bada boom. We're good to go, okay? Let me take you to Stanford tonight. Very curious to hear Javon's thoughts on Stanford as well tonight. Against Oregon, a team that doesn't get much line respect ever. So I'm not saying it's the weirdest line of all time, but look, I can't resist. I have to take a Stanford team here that's sub 500. It's really not been great at all this season. They have some talent. They have some guys on their team that I do like, but they've lost 4 of their last 5 games. The only impressive one in there was the 99-68 win they had against USC when we all nuked USC in Vegas. That was fun. That was Stanford's only win recently, okay, and that was a big-time one. I'm willing to bet we see a 99-point performance, or at least something close to it tonight at home against this Oregon defense. Look, the spread is weird. Okay, Oregon is 17-8. We know Stanford is sub 500, right? That's not what this is all about, though. I'm just done fucking backing and gassing this Oregon squad. I know they've gotten a couple of their guys back from injury recently, but I just don't think that team is too great. And I think Stanford's a more desperate squad right now in this spot. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. Seeing that spread hold at -1.5 for Stanford while the public piles on to Oregon on the road as a dog is making me like Stanford even more at home here in the spot. So I'm going to back the Cardinal at home on the ML to get a big-time win.
Yeah, I'm usually very against betting on Oregon in what seems like a sharp spot because they're one of those teams that always gets disrespected, but I'm not against it in this game. So I'll probably be right there with you. I like the Cardinal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was not expecting you to say that because I know you're not a big Oregon fader. What's different about today?
I mean, I like the matchup and I like the spot. I mean, not to say Oregon's been fantastic lately because they've been winning games, scraping, their teeth by a lot of these teams. Like, I mean, they're coming off of what, 4 straight non-covers of 2-2 in those games. Really didn't look very impressive when they're hanging a bigger number against Oregon State. Last game, a team that, I mean, yeah, it's a rivalry game, but they should dominate that game as poorly as Oregon State's played. But coming into this game, I think Stanford has the physicality and the shooters. Like, I love Oregon. I love fading Oregon, I guess, teams that have length and athleticism at more than just one spot. And, like, that's Stanford's specialty, really 3 through 5. So I don't have an issue with the matchup today, which is why I think it looks a little different in my eyes.
Okay. All right. W, Stanford ML. We got another subby coming in from Harry SB4. Sure. Raptors ML. I'm a biased Raptors fan, he says. Subscribing for 12 months. Javon, comments on the Raptors tonight?
Have fun.
Good luck, brother. Make sure to tail grab bets. This is good. Mac, I'm liking what you're saying in chat, brother. Don't let him get hot. It might be too late. This guy, Mac, he might know it in your time. He might know ball. People are saying.
Might be tapped.
Good. All right. Awesome. Take me to Cal. I knew that was going to be on your fucking card. Tell me about the Bears.
It's a big number, dude. And not that Oregon State has been playing well, even though they did just go toe to toe with Oregon in their last game. Big rivalry game, like I said, potential letdown spot, even though they didn't win the game. When I do like taking Cal, which I take them a lot, but my favorite spots for Cal are, we know how bad their perimeter defense is. It's why literally any guard can go up against them and torch them. And like Oregon State has Jordan Pope, but frankly, that guy shoots tornadoes a lot more than he doesn't, where they really find like any strength of offense, which they did the same exact thing really their last handful of games. They need Bilodeau and they need Rataj to go absolutely dumb in every form and facet of the game. The one place where Cal is actually competent is in the paint because, I mean, Fardaws is a very solid defensive presence. They have length and athleticism. You can go down to Jalen Celestine too. So they have size on the inside, so it gets a little more difficult for teams to, just bully them on the interior as opposed to beating them off the dribble with like Jalen Tyson. He can score, but he sure as hell cannot guard a park car. So I don't trust Oregon State's guards in this game. It's a reason why they've been so bad, especially on the road in Pac-12 play. So it's a big number for Cal. I know they've been, picking it up a little in the last, 5 or 6 games, maybe a little longer than that, but was not expecting to see a 9.5, especially after Oregon State just had a, last possession game with Oregon, big rivalry game. I think they get smoked. So give me Cal.
I'm with you. That is a large number. Do I love that Oregon State hasn't won a game since Nam and Cal's coming off an upset as plus 7.5 point dogs? No. But that is a giant number. Okay. And it's not like the Cal Bears are, Arizona. Like the respect they're getting on this line, although Arizona be a little bit more of a favorite, but that's still a crazy line, almost up to 10.
It makes you feel
these teams having the same record. What
makes you feel any better? I think they're going to fall flat on their face on Saturday. They play Oregon. So I think they pull their weight in this game, and then I'll probably be fading them, whatever the line comes out against Oregon. I can only assume Cal's going to be favored in that game with the lack of respect that Oregon gets on the road, especially. But good spot here. Probably not great on Saturday.
Probably not great. Nope. It is what it is. Before I kick this guy out of chat for chirping for no reason because his life is sad and he wishes he was me, isn't Krabs that dude who quit his full-time job to be down units all time? I know you see my comments. God, this guy's got some issues. Super weird. And then he's saying, what else is he saying here? People hate the truth. Well, I'm looking at all the bets I've tracked over the last 2.5 years since I quit my job to do this full-time and give you guys winners and build this community. And I am, up 36.85 units all time, 2,152 and 1,986 and 67. All legit, all tracked right here in front of my face. So that's the truth. Okay, before I kick you out of here forever, that's the truth. And we've been red hot the last 3 months. Anybody who comes in here bitching doesn't know what they're talking about. They're just fucked up in the head. Okay, we're going to keep moving and grooving. We're going to keep hitting bets and doing what we do best. And that's smacking squad ride dubs. Okay, folks? Let's get back to business here. Javon, 2 prize pick squares.
We do.
Jose Perez, less than 13.5 points. He's been on fire recently. Sure. Just a system play here, chat. Nothing crazy. Got to fade Jose Perez, my guy. It's been a while. Actually, have not lost coins on Jose the last couple of days. Have not been fading him. Let him do his thing right. But today's the day we strike. against this Washington team. Take us less than 13.5 points and go about your day. They also put up a 3-point square as well on the board. Super weird. Super weird that's up. He's over 2 on threes the last couple of games as well. So that kind of sketched me out a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and fade his points. Look, Jose Perez, sure, he can bang a 3 or 2, but this guy makes his money going to the rack, and that's what he does. And going and getting fouled and making free throws. There's just too many mouths to feed on this Arizona State team, right? I feel like it's a different guy every night who's taking over and leading that offense. And like you're seeing right now, Jose Perez has been the guy recently playing pretty well. I want to fade with that number being pretty low at 13.5. So take that less than, go about your day, pair it with Javon Square, make it a little 2-piece. If you did that yesterday, you were going to the cash counter.
Yeah, did be 2-piece yesterday from us. So
Sure.
Hopefully we have another one today. I don't know if you saw the chart on this square, but PJ Washington over 1.5 threes, which it's
Oh my goodness.
funny. It's funny looking at the square because in the first place, like these top 3 games are against, I guess 2 of the 3 are against some of the worst teams in the league. The Spurs, Wizards, and then you have the Thunder in there, those are the 3 games that he's been with Dallas, and he has not really had that big of a role, and then there's injuries included in that game from 3. So really weird that this is up in the first place, but like I love the Mavs in this game. I think there's going to be free-flowing offense. Obviously, like I think Luka is going to go absolutely crazy. They're going to try and force the ball out of his hands at some point, but what can you really do? So at some point, I think the ball is going to be out of his hands. Same with Kyrie, and the Suns have really struggled to defend the 3-point line. So I want to see a weird 3-point square in a game that I think is going to have plenty of points, and they're going to come from the Mavs. Count me in for PJ Washington, especially when it's a 4 guard, when you know Daniel Gafford's going to be holding down the paint, of course, because that's just what he does.
Big Gaff will be holding down that paint. You don't got to worry about that. Sure.
Yeah.
PJ Washington. I fucking bet. That is a nasty looking square, brother, but that correlates perfectly with your Mavs ML play. Sure.
Yeah. You want to know?
That'll work.
Somebody commented too, month of February. You know what he is from 3?
Well, it's probably really bad. What is it?
It's not great. I'm going and counting. What is that? 9, 19, 23, 28, 31. 4 of 31 from 3 in 7 games.
All putting up that square.
All of those are one or less in every game. He hasn't hit multiple in a game yet in those 7 games. And the 3, he's 2 for 12 in the 3 games that he's been with the Mavs. And like I said, 2 of those were against the Spurs and Wizards, where you would think he would have an even better matchup because those are ratchet defenses and ratchet teams. So now he busts in this game.
Sheesh, man. PJ Washington. Who would have thought? A lot of people probably didn't even know he was on the Mavs. I didn't until today.
It's a great addition. Great addition.
Going to be a great addition tonight. Sure.
Yeah.
Banging 2 threes, carrying you to a Mavs ML bet. Love it. We got BT bets coming in, resubbing as well. Robert Morris moneyline is what he's liking. He's trying to bet some nasty plays in CBB today, and I like where his head's at. I do. God, he's taking the ML, Javon. They're plus 5.5 against Oakland. Any thoughts on that game? Robert Morris moving down from plus 6.5 to plus 5.5 here at home against an 18-10 Oakland team that's been on fire recently. That's a weird spot. What does BT bets know?
He might be tapped.
He might be locked because that is a nasty looking play. Interesting.
Perspective.
That spread should probably be a little fatter, if you ask me, which is a good sign there, BT bets. It might just be Robert Morris ML. It might just be.
Just might.
All right. Javon, you want to go through some CBBs? And then we can see what's going on in the association. We'll check out what's going on the ice. Maybe talk some spring training. I know Chad is absolutely starving for some baseball action. There's only 1 game and it's spring training. So we got to keep the, we can't be jumping out the gates here with this 1 spring training game today. But there are some squares up on the board, Javon. There's a Nerfy square, right? There's some pitcher strikeouts they've got on the board. We'll take a peep at them. No rush. We got plenty of time. Okay. Trent already nuked. Sure. We know that. Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. And I want PJ Washington. Yes. Good.
Oh, he already nuked the Nerfy.
For the first time in 2024, Nerfy Soldier roll call. We know Moose Grove is about to toss the fattest turkey on a silver platter, but it's all about experiencing the pain together. 6 outs away from glory. Who's joining me? Sure, Trent. Get the people fired up. Get the people gassed. Why not?
Rumors are swirling that the pair is Matthew's goal.
I was just about to say, what was the pair?
Oh God.
What is the pair? Is it SGA?
Probably.
Do we not
man.
know? It
Probably.
doesn't matter what the
Dude,
pair
if he
is.
has another pair on SGA, I'm gonna have to nuke the under. How many times can we do this?
Goodness gracious. Javon, well, while we're here, might as well talk about it. Thoughts on the Nerfy? Thoughts on the Yerfy? Thoughts on the spring training game today? Anything? Go.
Absolutely no clue. I will say it seems like from what we're hearing, the Padres have some better arms going that they're trying to see for a little bit for the entire game compared to the Dodgers. So, I mean, that would make you lean Padres hitting a little bit more, but we can only hope. I'm not taking any spring training Nerfies. I'll tell you that, but I'll be rooting for everybody.
Wow. You're not a rider, huh?
Not a
You
rider.
don't want to catch the squad, huh?
Not for this one. I'll
Okay.
leave it.
You're going to sit this one out? That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Padres ML, move on about your day. Chat, do we have a play, an angle in this game? Javon's spoon feeding some knowledge there, saying they might have some better arms going today. Sure. Is it Padres ML? Is it Dodgers ML? I wouldn't mind fading the Dodgers on the ML in this meaningless game and just ripping the Band-Aid off and getting right to it. We're going to be fading them plenty in the regular season. Why wait?
Yeah. Early Dodgers fade. I could be down.
Why wait? Let's see how fadeable this Dodgers team really is by pushing the boundaries in spring training and fading the living fuck out of them with the Padres ML. I think I might be in for a unit, just a measly unit.
Some measly
Nothing
unit.
crazy. Look, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, I know this game is spring training. I know we're going to have bench players galore. We're not going to have all the studs out there. Shohei's not going to be out there playing 9. Okay, Shohei's not out there being a superhero, pitching, hitting, doing all these things. Okay, but here's where these two teams are at. The Dodgers just assembled the greatest team in the history of maybe sports. Might be the greatest team in literal sports history. We'll see how it pans out. Usually doesn't pan out well when people start saying stuff like that. But on paper, right now before the season, might be one of the greatest teams ever made in any sport. And then you got the Padres, okay? And let me go ahead and preface this real quick. Guys, this game doesn't mean shit at spring training. They're not trying to win, okay? But this is just the mindset these two teams and the players on them are in. The Dodgers right now are feeling great. They're on cloud 9. They have the greatest team ever. They're looking around. They're seeing Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Mookie. They're thinking, I don't got to do shit. We're about to get carried to a fucking World Series ring. Sure. The Padres are coming off of one of the most embarrassing seasons in the MLB last year. The Padres were a joke. The Padres traded away pieces. The Padres went all in years ago and got all these guys, and it didn't work out. The Padres are a joke right now. And the Padres are a team, Javon, that you and me have talked about a lot, that we want to be targeting this upcoming season as a little bit of a bounce-back team, and maybe some players on there as well, okay? I just want to back the Padres here in this spot. Not that this game matters at all, not that they're going out there to try to win, but just the mindsets of the players going in. Cut this shit, San Diego. Lock the fuck in. I don't care if this is spring training. I don't care if this is opening day. You guys were moose last season. You were a joke. People believed in you. Fans believed in you. You guys didn't come through. Now when everyone jumps off the bandwagon, everyone's hopping back over to the Dodgers, pile on, they got Shohei. That team's going to come into this spot fat, happy, and complacent like the game hasn't even started yet. Next thing you know, Padres are already up 5-0. That's how I see this game going. I think the Padres might win this puppy. They got the motivation.
It might. I mean, anytime they play the Dodgers, whether it matters or not, it's their Super Bowl. So we could see. We'll see how it plays out.
Let's hope it's even in spring training. Okay. You know what, chat? Add the Padres ML to my card, 1 unit. I promised Chiote I bet him. I promised Chiote on the first day of spring training I would lock in a play and take one with him. Chiote, if you're in here, if you're listening, if anybody's out there knows where Chiote is, has eyes on him, let him know it's the Padres ML today. That's how we get to the counter, all right? Come on, San Diego. Get it going. Bounce back. Padres ML equals Manders ML preseason. Wags Locks, I hope so, brother. I've never seen a team play harder. I hope that's the case, my man. Let's fucking hope so. Sure. People forget the Commanders literally won the Super Bowl in the preseason when we beat the Ravens and ended that stupid streak that they cared about way more than they should care about, maybe playoffs and play calls in the playoffs.
It's just not true. It's just not true. So untrue.
Get out of here, Goods.
Okay.
We're roasting your Ravens, Dan. Gosh, man, it's the Padres ML. People do forget I also fell out of my chair one time. Yep. It's a new chair, though.
People do forget that.
It's a new chair, much more sturdy. Okay, this thing isn't going anywhere. Call the number if you're betting on spring training. Yeah, the number's my number, and I'm going to give you a play. All right, lock the fuck in. Cut the shit, guys. We're getting bets in for MLB opening day spring training, parentheses. Okay, we're getting bets in. We're locking in. It's the Padres on the ML. If you want to tail Trents, take the Nerfy for the vibes. Don't fade them because that's going to be beat if it cashes. You're going to look like a fucking fool like me yesterday taking that fucking combo less than with Messi and whoever the fuck was in it where they got 2 goals. Okay, let's just ride for the vibes or at least sit off and root for the Nerfy. Okay, and we'll take the Padres on the ML and go about our day. All right. When the Padres lose, we'll have a steam crabs tomorrow. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. All right, Dubs. Well, now that we got the MLB whale out of the way, chat 10 units, San Diego Padres ML. We can go back to the college basketball board. Not 10 units, chat. Please, if you join late, that is not the case. I can't even joke about that. I don't want you putting 10 units on it. 1 unit. Okay, this ain't a 50 unit plus 1.5 loser like the Texas Rangers were. Okay, this is a 1 unit. Guys are meant to take the edge off. Okay. What was the PJ Washington play? That was his more than 1.5 threes. Was it not, Javon?
It was.
Sure. There she was. Good. Support a local business and bet the game. Attaboy, fat girls. He knows. People do forget also. People were bringing up a lot of things people forgot. I like this. People forgot Louisville flipped the car. Yeah, it did not help them last night in college basketball.
No.
God.
It was an all-timer, though.
That one pisses me off a little bit. You put Louisville as a dog. As a favorite at home, after I believe opening up +1 as a dog, or at least a pick 'em. It was definitely closer.
Flipped.
And they catch steam up to -3 some places, and they get their fucking dicks kicked in. They get curb stomped.
Shrewsbury Curry.
What are we doing? Oh, that 3-point defense is as bad as you were talking about. Yeah, they're bad.
No, that's really bad.
They're bad. Okay. LC, whole bucket, Rye with the Yerfie. Oh, she is on the Yerfie. Oh, fuck. That means that's about a smack. Louisville lost by 22 at home to Notre Dame. That's not good. No, it's not. Louisville stinks.
Not great.
Keep them out of my freaking bet slips. Louisville is not good, and we should not bet on them even when they're a favorite for no reason because they're going to get people like us on there who are smart falling for that trap. Out on Louisville. They are that bad. Notre Dame looked so much better than them last night. You know how bad that Notre Dame roster is after Mike Bray left? Oh, my God. They've got 2 and 3 stars out there running around, man. All their good players transferred. Cormac Ryan, J.J. Starling. These guys are gone. They're left with 2 and 3 stars out there, and they look significantly better than Louisville's. So much better. All right. Dubs, look. Javon, we went over the Sharp Report. We talked baseball, and people were absolutely starving for some baseball action there, so we gave it to them. Let's talk through some CBBs. All right, we got about 40 minutes. The slate today is not great. I know you have maybe a couple more NBA and NHL angles towards the end we'll save some time for, right? And power through these, just the games we want to talk about. We can skip over UMBC and Maine, unless you got anything there. First couple.
Please.
We can skip over some of these goods. Just keep on scrolling like you are. You're killing it until you get to a game like Rutgers-Purdue. Sure, that we can talk about here. Javon, thoughts on Rutgers and Purdue here? Are you looking to fade Purdue once again, or are you in the same boat as me right now where you're just tired of fading Zach Edey and Purdue?
I mean, I really don't want to fade Purdue. I mean, I don't know how Rutgers is going to be able to hang with Zach Edey. We've seen it time and time again. Every time they faced off, they have no answer for him, and they haven't gotten any bigger. They haven't gotten any more physical, so this is going to probably be a Zach Edey masterclass, so I have absolutely zero interest in fading Purdue.
Okay, sure. I will say Rutgers did cover earlier this season when they played.
Yeah.
They did hang around. They kept it with an 8, right? They did hang around a little bit. They played a little better. Yeah, I mean, look, they're going to have their freaking hands full, right? Big Cliff down there in the paint. Is he going to be able to do everything against Purdue? Probably not, right? Zach Edey is going to be feasting, grubbing, getting his. Do we want to target Zach Edey on Prize Picks at all? I know we do it very rarely, but are there any Edey looks in this game with that total on the move up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the Corpus square on the board, whatever you want to pick. I mean, probably not your favorite, but I do not see how he does not grub in this game.
I don't see how he doesn't get 15 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, first time around, he had 26 and 12.
Damn, you only had 12 first time around.
Yeah, just 12.
Hmm.
But that was in the, or I don't know what it's called now, but the rack where
At Rutgers. Yeah.
at Rutgers they play significantly slower. Can probably guarantee you that Purdue is going to pick the tempo up a little bit. A lot easier for them to do that at home versus on the road. So I don't know, more rebound chances, less longer possessions, probably more chances. So I mean, I would still just take PRA and umbrella it because
Okay.
I don't know what they're going to do to stop them.
I don't either. The one thing that worries me about that game probably a little bit is the blowout, but the spread has come back from plus 16.5 to plus 15 for Rutgers.
Yeah.
So maybe not trending towards a blowout, but still a pretty large spread here. We're going to need Rutgers to hang in this one a little bit for that to cash. We'll keep that in the back pocket. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep that in the back pocket. Let's keep on moving and grooving. Let's see if there's any other CBB angles we've got today on this average slate, to say the least. SMU and Florida Atlantic. You want to talk about that game for a second?
I mean, yeah, gladly. FAU. I just don't know what to do with that team right now because, I mean, they're coming off of a pretty, I don't want to say horrendous because they did come back in the end of that USF game, but all throughout the game, they got dominated in every facet of the game. And that was with USF literally like putting out a troll lineup. Like I don't know why or what they've done. Like not even just Kashawn Pryor being benched because he's pouting, but they have other guys coming off the bench that are starters. And there was never really a pulse for FAU in that game until the very, very end. So, I mean, they got dominated. SMU is a better defensive team, I guess, than a lot of people realize, and a lot of the teams that they've faced in the American Conference, like a USF, like I don't know, insert Memphis, Wichita, even maybe Temple, whatever it may be. But I think SMU kind of hangs with them in this game. So, like, I don't love fading FAU at home. I love doing it on the road. I wouldn't mind taking a stab at SMU here, but we probably see points because that's the only way I think SMU is going to be able to stay in this game. They're going to have to score with them because as good as their defense is, they're a little undersized as far as the interior goes against Vlad. And anytime there's like a super obvious matchup for Vlad, never really comes true. He always kind of shits the bed, but this is one I'm a little scared of. So I will say I think this has to be a big, big Zurich Phelps game.
I mean, every time you said that guy's name, we've taken this prize pick square, and he is respected coins. I'll leave it at that.
He's going to have to take over, dude.
I'll leave it at that. I do like the over in this game. The total's up a couple points. I don't like SMU. I'll be honest. They opened up plus 4.5, pretty short there. Maybe the opener matters. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But they are up to minus 6.5, and that juice is loose, man. I mean, we saw a move right in front of our eyes when you were talking about it, saying you want to lock in SMU, and immediately align the juice moves towards Florida Atlantic. So, Florida Atlantic coming off a loss, SMU coming off of 6 straight wins, I believe. They've been on fuego. I personally lean FAU in this spot, but you're still signing up to bets, a Final Four team from last season that is a Cinderella. But personally, like FAU is not as public today as I expected. To be honest with you, they're getting 37% of bets, 34% of handle. That's on the under. Right now they're getting 42% of bets, 52% of handle on the spread. So SMU is getting 58% of the bets on the spread right now. That's a public dog if I've ever seen one myself. Nothing crazy, but it is. Will there be a lot of people putting FAU ML in parlay pieces? Sure. It's Florida Atlantic. They went to the Final Four last season. I fucking bet they will. But SMU's getting some bets. They're getting some attention, and that line has moved from 4 to 6. I think Florida Atlantic rolls here. I do, but I'm with you on the over. I like points in this game. Lots of them.
Amen.
Lots of them. All right. Any William and Mary plays?
No, good. Definitely good.
Okay. Sure. All right. Liberty, FIU, I got nothing there. Towson, somebody in chat was talking about Towson earlier. We can touch on that briefly, and then we could go into the Queens game, obviously. But Towson as a minus 6.5 point favorite against Monmouth. Okay, these teams have very similar records. Monmouth playing much better recently, actually. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. Sure. Towson coming off a loss as minus 11 favorites at Hampton, one of the worst teams in this conference. That is an inexcusable loss from Towson. Towson has one of the best coaches in the conference. I'm willing to bet they bounce back here at home in a big way and get a big-time win against a team that they've already played about a month and a half ago, Javon, and they lost 51-43 at Monmouth. That is an embarrassing performance by the Towson Tigers, who we know lead on their defense, and their defense is pretty fucking good, especially at home, if I could say so myself. And let's not forget, this Towson team is completely different on their home floor in Baltimore than they are on the road. One of the worst, weirdest splits out of any team in college basketball. They're 11-1 at home. They're 16-11 overall. You could do the math there. Shit record on the road, play like a completely different team, but at home they're comfortable. They lock in. They lean in on their defense. And with this game and the total so low at 133.5, I have a good feeling about Towson getting a big-time win here and absolutely stifling this Monmouth offense. Maybe Monmouth team total under is the sharpest look on the board. I don't know, but I'd feel great about laying Towson and the 7-point spread here. That's fat.
Yeah, I mean, I could be down for that. I think it's
fat.
Could be a pretty decent ML parlay piece because I do think they win the game. I think it's going to be gross too. So I mean, I'd love to take a ML piece in a game that's you wouldn't think would have incredibly high variance, and I wouldn't mind the under in this game again, even though that game didn't even cross 100 first time around, and as well as Monmouth played, I guess you can say, beating them by almost double digits. They shot 1 for 15 from 3 in their own house, and now they're going to play this defense that's even better when they're playing at home. So it's going to be gross, and I think Towson gets a dub, probably pretty emphatically too.
Sure. What about my beloved Queens, Javon? Any opinions on Queens today, getting 6.5 points to Stetson?
I mean, doesn't make me want to bet Queens. I'll tell you that. I think I'm kind of good.
No.
No.
Now, they did get smacked by Stetson earlier this year.
Yeah.
Stetson was -2 on the road. They got smacked. They got punched in the mouth. So, obviously, you got to make Stetson a bigger favorite, at home after that beatdown, right? But Queens has been so all over the place, man. It's hard to figure out when they're going to do it. They are coming off a nice little win against Jacksonville where they won that game by, almost 10+. And I do give them a little bit of a pass against North Florida, Austin Peay, and Lipscomb when one of their best players was kind of banged up and missed 1 or 2 of those games. But back of my mind is thinking, why is the spread so fat? And the first thing that pops in my head is, well, they got destroyed in that first contest, but this is still Queens against Stetson. Stetson doesn't get line respect. Why are they laying 6.5 here in the spot? I don't get it.
You know what the problem is for me too, for Queens, which I guess this could play right into maybe a Stetson team total over, but I guess an over in the game. Because I remember this. I took Stetson's team total over a couple of times, or team total under a couple of times in non-conference play. They don't shoot jump shots. They don't shoot a lot of threes. They want to get to the rim. They have one of the highest rates in the country at doing that. And Queens is, I think, bottom 20 in all of college basketball, 2-point defense, at the rim defense. So it's probably going to be a layup line for Stetson today. So they're probably going to put up 100 points, and that would concern me about Queens, especially being that they're on the road and they're fucking garbage on the road. So I don't see a world where Stetson doesn't absolutely muck.
16 straight road losses going back into last year. B-Camp, is that true?
Dude. Jesus.
Is that true, B-Camp? That's insane. If that's the case.
I might have to add Stetson team total in my card.
Wow. Okay. Points. I can see it. Total's creeping up. 159.5. Juice is loose on that over. We'll see if it keeps creeping. Okay.
83.5. It could be so.
Is that really the team total? Jesus.
Yeah. That's getting added to the card.
I mean, Queens doesn't play a lick of defense. They really don't. Bless their hearts. They don't.
They
don't play any defense.
They actually rank 359th in 2-point defense.
Okay. And so that's what Stetson does. So.
I gave them bottom 20, and I was being generous.
Mm-hmm. Insane. I mean, is that literally the last spot in all of D1?
I believe so.
Pretty sure that's the last spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 359.
Is it 59 or 63?
Whatever it is, it's close.
It is 62. My fault.
62. So, yeah.
So, yeah, they're the fourth worst team.
Fourth worst.
Ooh. All right, I'm off. Detroit Mercy, I'm out. Thoughts?
Dude.
They're back.
So back. I feel like they won a game. They won a game if we can put them to the side.
Yeah, that's what a smart person would do.
Dude,
Trent, you can get up here and talk your shit about that stupid combo square, man. You're right.
nah, it's
You're
more
right,
so,
brother.
More so just Cincy, man.
Yeah, the shit waiter.
I blame Javon for that one.
Yeah, that's all on me. All on me.
Motherfucker, man.
I mean, that just hearing that name makes me want to vigorously punch a hole through my iPad right now with my fist. Here in
No,
Cincinnati.
they will not be
Yeah.
able to slip for the rest of the year, 100%.
What a fucking joke they are. Seriously.
Yeah, dude.
Need a bozo pack today, though.
We can do that. We can do that. Man, and New Mexico winning by 2 as well. That was a fucking nut punch as well.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Absolute nut punch. Man, I knew one of those freaking home favorites against a ranked team was not going to cash at some point soon. They've just been too profitable. Too profitable. Big game tonight, Trent. You ready? You ready
Huge,
to cash that 2-piece slip?
huge fucking game. I mean, I do think the line's weird as fuck. I respect your Clippers ticket for sure. I will be on the other side, unfortunately, but of course, bias
Okay.
is shit.
Sure.
But I'm just praying SGA just goes over, does his job.
Do your job, brother. Come on.
Do your job.
Come
I
on.
do have an entry that could tickle Jim for you.
Let's hear it.
Pasta Matthews, both unders. There's literally no way they score again, bro.
Is it a combo or is it?
No, they're both on the board again. And if one of them scores, I'll tip my cap, bro. But like, it's insane. Matthews is minus 110. Pasta is minus 140.
I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah, I know. And they're both coming off of back to back. They're both short lines, both low totals. It's the time to do it.
I'm in. Say no more.
I mean,
I'm in.
so
I just put 500 bones on that puppy.
Dude.
Just like that.
Bro, if Trent comes to me with a nasty contrarian 2-piece to tail, sign me up. That's the shit that gets me out of bed in the morning. That's the shit that fucking gets me going. Yes.
Like literally,
so into that. Of course I'm telling
if this doesn't hit, you chalk it, you tip your cap, and you give your respects to the arguably best players in the game.
Yeah.
Makes you feel any better, Krabs? That's the shortest odds Matthews has been in like 2 weeks.
Who has it now? With those low totals, huh? On back to back.
He's been stuck at like 125, 135 for the entirety of this streak.
Huh. That's making me want to throw another 500 on this puppy.
Just maybe.
Okay. All right, Trent. You came fucking strapped. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Steph and Clark combo less than, Trent? Is that when I lose you?
That I don't know.
That's when I lose you?
That one, I mean, that's got your name literally embedded in the coding of that square.
So why not just make it a 3-piece and put that in there? Just sprinkle. Why not? You've already taken it this far. You're halfway there. Why not just finish the op? You know?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and sprinkle 200 on that puppy.
I'm gonna leave that one to you.
All right.
You can have that one.
Understood.
But it could be where you get your lick back from fading the 3-point bullshit.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yes. And that was, I mean, people are still talking about that one being one of the most new shit squares to ever exist.
I mean, Curry could so easily fucking sell that shit. Just betting against Caitlin Clark
It's
is
sketch.
It's so sketch.
Because, I mean, she is just,
Yeah.
I mean, she should be playing in the fucking league.
Yeah, if you add Judge home runs to this 4-geyser, that would be the most crab entry of all time.
Imagine you get to it. You go 3 for 3 and you're just sitting on that would be one of the most satisfying crabs tickets of all time.
Well, now I have to do it, bro.
And then you're staring at it for a solid 7 months, just
smiling
smile
every time you look at it.
So let me ask you this, Javon, because there's 2 Yankees on the board who I really want to fade on their home runs. I don't have to say names. Okay, we probably know who they are. Is there one of those 2 guys who, in your gut, you're thinking has a better chance of going less than the other?
I mean, my gut definitely tells me I would not like to fade Judge this year. I'll tell you that.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I mean, part of it's, health. He really could have came back and played for a bit more last season, but they didn't have to because they were no shit. Didn't really want to risk anything. And now you're going to have Soto, whose main objective is not going to be shooting it to the short porch like everybody thinks, but it's going to be setting plat for the rest of that lineup, including Judge. So, I would much rather fade Soto tanks than Judge tanks.
Wow. That's groundbreaking news.
I'm also tired of hearing the Soto is going to be taking advantage of the short perch, right, in right field. It's like the guy doesn't hit the ball to right field. When he does,
Dude,
he's not.
If he is trying to take advantage of the short porch all season, he's going to suck.
That's
going to be exactly what he did last year and why he was ass.
That's not his game. His game is hitting the ball unbelievably hard to the opposite fields, like no one else has ever seen before. The guy's a freak.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely have exposure on both.
Oh, I will. I already do.
He's already got Judge exposure. He's already got that.
This might be a Soto piece, folks. Yep. Okay. Little Pasta, Matthews, Caitlin Clark, Steph Curry, and Soto. Less than home runs day.
That's crazy.
If you could draw up a crab square or 4 crab squares to put in an entry, it's that.
Unbelievable. I'm going to sprinkle on it for the vibes, obviously. And then we're going to hop back in and finish up some CB base. Good.
Yeah. Please.
Take us to the rest of the card. We got about 20 minutes left. Okay, let's wrap this puppy up. Keep on scrolling through these puppies. Javon, let us know if there's a game you want to stop at. We already touched on Robert Morris, looking like a pretty solid play on the spread. FGCU, are we buying in on Dunk City? Or are we out on FGCU because they're fake sharp every goddamn game?
Yeah, they are kind of fake sharp every game. So, I think I'm out, but I wouldn't be shocked to see them pull this one out. Definitely still a little bit of a weird line.
Okay. Any Charleston, Delaware looks? That's a weird game.
It was a pretty weird game. We got some Delaware splooges in chat.
Everyone wants Delaware.
Disagree.
Everyone wants Delaware. I've seen it on my feed. I've seen it in here. Nobody wants Charleston. Charleston's ass this season. I don't know if I want to fade Charleston. I feel like Delaware might be fake sharp here.
Yeah, they could be. I'm certainly not taking Delaware or not taking Charleston.
Delaware. Look, Delaware had a stud last year in Jameer Nelson. Okay, Jameer Nelson was unbelievable in this conference.
Hey,
Jameer Nelson was.
Shout out him.
Yeah, seriously. TCU go. Jameer Nelson made this Delaware team scary to play against. Right now, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They really haven't been covering. They've been playing some of the worst teams in the conference. Besides that win, that upset they pulled at Towson, all those other games were against the bottom squads of that conference. I'm not that impressed. Gave out free pizza on campus last night to promote the game. Sure, Devin, that could be the difference today.
That could so be the difference.
Man, I like College of Charleston in this spot to keep on ripping off wins when nobody believes in them. I know they're so much better at home, but seeing them as a favorite in this spot when everyone on earth knows how much better they are at home than they are on the roads is weird. And honestly, this season on the road, Javon, I don't know if it's just the teams College of Charleston's been playing or what, but they have been better on the road this year compared to last season. They are 7-2 on the money line on the road this season. So 5 of their losses have come on their home floor, which is rare for the Cougars. Maybe they carry that road momentum into tonight and get a win. Everyone wants Delaware. It feels forced, right? It seems like a sharp play at home, worst record, getting barely a point at home against a wagon Charleston. But this Delaware team's been trendy at times too. They made the tournament in recent years. They're on fire right now as well, ripping off wins for their last 5. I'm not in a rush to bet Delaware as a dog at home here in this spot against Charleston as a favorite. I was surprised to see them as a favorite. I kind of like my wagon here.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in this game probably, but the one thing I can say, I don't think the line and the total match up for me. It's like I think if Delaware was going to really get dog walked in this game with, I guess you could say this total, I would say the line should be a little higher and vice versa. So like Delaware is a short dog with a total of 154. Obviously, it's a Charleston tax, but Delaware, they kind of play at the tempo of their opponents a little bit. Like obviously against like the NCAA and T's and Towsons of the world, they're going to play a grinded out slow game. But when they play the Charlestons and the UNC Wilmingtons of the world, they're going to run. And the fact that they're only a dog or a 1.5 dog in this game with a total this high Probably means they're scoring at the very least.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at where they are on KenPom. Delaware a little bit behind Charleston by about 15. Nothing crazy. Okay. And they're also at home, so they get a little bit of a boost there too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Charleston here in the spot. Delaware gives me fake sharp vibes. I've heard everyone. I woke up to DMs about Delaware, so I saw it on my feeds. I saw it in chat here when we fired up BTL. It's not personal, guys. I like when you guys are throwing out options. Trust me, okay? But when I see everybody on the same, plus 1.5 play at home, I don't want to be taking it. I'll be honest with you. I don't.
Yeah, I gotta say, the more that I'm looking at the total, because I thought the total was high, but I was trying to compare it to some of the higher scoring teams, like a UNC Wilmington, they got. I mean, the line in the UNC Wilmington game was 145.5. They're giving 154 to this game against Charleston. I don't think there's that big of a gap. UNC Wilmington may be a little better defensively than Charleston is, but it seems like a high line.
You think that favors Charleston?
I mean, I don't know if it favors anybody really, but I'm just saying, with a total that high and the spread this short for a Delaware team, you really don't look at them and say, I'm scared that they're going to score 80 points today. That kind of weirds me out, whether it means Delaware or whether it just means the over. Something's going to go on there.
Yeah, so hear me out here, Javon, because I think I might be onto something here. You're talking about this total being high. I'm doing some research here. I'm checking my data. I'm seeing that Delaware is coming off of 3 straight unders, 4-6 to the under, 4-6 to the over in their last 10 games, so more unders there. Charleston coming off of 3 unders in their last 4 games. Charleston has been printing unders recently as well overall. When these guys played last time, it was last season, but we did see the game go over 148. But seeing these two teams and their recent history with the unders cashing and the totals, for Delaware, they've only been in the low 140s for most of these totals. College of Charleston, they've been in, the high 140s, maybe a couple low 150-ishes, but these games have gone under, Javon. And now we're seeing these two teams who have been under printers with a total even higher than it should be, moving up with sharp splits. Maybe we just get points in this game.
Give me the difference.
I think we're getting points. Okay.
Man.
Rare points between Charleston and Delaware here. It sounds like an over to me. I think I just talked myself into that being my favorite play in that game today. The splits look sharp as attack, Javon. 43% of bets, 88% of handle as that total continues to climb. Okay. I'm liking that.
I'm in on that.
Liking that. All right, let's move. Let's groove. We got 15 minutes and we have NBA and hockey to talk about. So let's power through this, Goots, and see if there's any great games that stand out. Chat, let us know. If there's plays you need us to go over, some late night CBB action, let me know. But if not, we're going to pivot. Keep on scrolling, Goots. We got Lemoyne. Is that what you're held up on here? We don't need to go over Lemoyne.
Lemoyne, LIU.
I like
that
your
might be
head
Musha
tap.
game of the year. That might be the
I like your
worst.
head tap, brother. But
That might be the worst 10 players assembled on a court in a
Dude,
single D1 season.
can we put some respect on Lemoyne? Watch your mouth. They're 12-14. Relax.
They're so ass, dude.
They're 12-14. Lemoyne, the Dolphins. They're not ass. They've won
taking-
the last 4 games.
I'm taking Lemoyne, man. I'm pairing it with Padres ML.
God.
Oh my goodness. That should hit, right?
That should hit.
Keep on
Shit.
scrolling, dudes. Let's see if there's any late night guys or men we can touch on here real quick before we pivot to the association. Ohio State and Minnesota needs to be talked about real quick. Minnesota has been an absolute fucking donkey. I'm not doing it, Javon. There's nothing you could say that's going to get me to do it. I'm not doing it. But I do lean Ohio State on the spread here to steal one with their shitty coach out of here, right? And Ohio State building on that momentum, right? Coach is gone. Guys step up. They want to prove that the coach is the problem, not themselves. You see effort levels tick up. You see results get extremely better. I mean, they've already ripped off 1 win without Holtman, right? Who's to say they don't steal another one here on the road against a team who is the best ATS we've ever seen in college basketball history up to this point? Who's to say Ohio State doesn't go in there and steal another one? I need to stop talking because I'm going to talk myself into an Ohio State plus 3.5 bet slip.
Yeah, you can have fun with that. we see this story all the time. This is like the fake sharp team versus the exact opposite, and the fake sharp team is coming off of beating Purdue. So, needless to say, my coin has never thought about going on Ohio State in this game, and it will never. If anything, I will trying really hard not to push the Minnesota button.
Okay, that's fair. Let's move and groove. Good. Let's go to the end of the slate. Let's see if there's any late night geysermans. Go, 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 go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Holy smokes, there's so many late night games. Stanford, we already talked about as a favorite. Sure. Looking sharp. Any of these other late night games, Javon, before we move? Any of these, UCSB, Santa Clara's looking at you funny, calling your name?
I mean, Arizona, I love, even though I did kind of bet on one last night with Florida, I love fading the lower top 25 teams when they just get ranked. And Arizona, especially when they're super streaky home road splits, and Washington State kind of gets by being super physical against all these dog shit bottom of the barrel like Pac-12 teams that don't have guys inside. It's probably not going to work against Arizona. So, I think they beat the shit out of Washington State.
Okay. Sure. Fade Wazoo, lay it with Arizona's. They are one of the best teams in the country. They've proven that recently. I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Dubs. Let's move over to the NBA real quick. Let's touch on those, and then we'll leave you plenty of time for ice talk. Okay. We went over some plays we like in the NBA, right? I'm on the Clippers +2. You like the Mavs on the ML. You like the Nets on the ML as well. You like PJ Washington, more than 1.5 3-pointers on Prize Picks. Can't forget about that one. Do not let that get swept. Okay.
Yeah, that shit
What
went
else?
to -1. OKC.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice hit,
Yeah.
Krabs.
Nice. Fuck off, dude. Nice hit, brother. Unbelievable. Those words, the gambling gods hear those, and they take action. Can't be having that. Yeah, that's wild. I don't love seeing the -112 on the green book next to the Clippers there, but the line is moving a ton. We'll see if it settles. Either way, that's a great sign for the Clippers there. Are there any other games besides Clippers, Mavs, and Nets, Javon, that you wanted to let the people know about?
Well, I will say this. I'll be paying attention to Mr. Banchero's status today because I guess earlier this morning, they ruled him in questionable. I think it's the first game in the slate goods. They ruled him as questionable. So now the line started to tick up towards the Cavs, but that totals also kept ticking up, which very, very low from the jump. So if he gets confirmed out and that total kind of stays where it is, I don't know anybody in the world who would take that over. And it's probably going to be a frauds masterclass if that's the case and he doesn't play because nobody else is going to do shit on the Magic. But yeah, that's probably what my coin to be. Some type of points support / maybe Magic by bad news support if Paolo does end up being out. And we'll see where the line settles. But other than that, just Nets and Mavs for me.
Okay. W's. Let's move to the ice. We got about 10 minutes left here before the Surge stream chat. We'll get the squad ride vote moving and grooving here in about 5. All right, get ready. Get those brains loose. Get those fingers ready. Get ready to push the right button, okay? And while you're waiting, make sure you guys go subscribe to the YouTube. Go check that out as well. If you're only on the Twitch, that's totally fine. That's the best place to watch live. But please subscribe to the YouTube, okay? Me and Javon are probably going to do another pod this weekend. Maybe talking about some MLB stuff, getting the juices flowing there. I know Chad has been extra horny for baseball talk, getting ready for the season. We're about 35 days out. We'll be posting that on the YouTube this weekend or early next week. So please go subscribe over there. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. Hurry up. Go, go, go. All right. Yeah, Devin, see, the people are going fucking bonkers for baseball. It's right in front of you. Okay.
Yeah.
But right now we got ice hockey to talk about, Javon. Take me to the slates. All right. Give me your winners. Go, 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 go. Hurry up.
Caps just pulled off a massive upset. Same dog going on the road. Lightning also just got upset by the Senators. So I don't know if I'm going to lay it or whatever, but I have a pretty good feeling that Vasi is going to be good tonight.
Looking like a good Fugazi piece here.
That could be a pretty solid Fugazi piece. And I don't often say that about the Lightning because they have been bad and Vasi has been bad, but this could be a pretty decent spot.
Fading the Caps should be a good look. Keep doing that.
Just might be. I have to say, probably most obvious over on the board between this Stars Sens game and the Avs Red Wings game. I'm shocked that neither of them are at 7 yet. So they have been pushing the envelope. So if they don't get to 7 by the time puck drops, I would be concerned as over bettors in that game, even though like I kind of do lean the ways of both of those. But
Okay.
really surprised we're not seeing 7s,
You're hoping
especially
to see some 7 so you can bet them.
bet the under. I mean, I'm not probably going to do it, but the under 7, most profitable bet in hockey. Over 7, quite the opposite. But yeah, Avs have a Noonan in net who everybody knows is absolutely garbage. So shocked to not see a 7 there. That's the one that I would probably say is most likely to get there. But yeah, those games scare the hell out of me. Pens, massive price against the Habs, even off a back-to-back. Keep me away from that game. Devils, obviously a favorite play on the NHL slate. Talked about that enough. Panthers, Canes, keep me away. Screams like me to like a Panthers plus chicky spot, but I'm good. Even they're not exactly plus chick. Islanders, Blues. I feel like that might be a line that sticks out to you a little bit. Either one of these next two, I guess, really.
I mean, the steam on the Islanders on the road, or they opened up about even on the ML, and now they're up to, it depends on where you look, but they're up to minus 125 here on Blue Book or Green Book. Jesus. That's wild. And I'm definitely with you. I like the Islanders, but I don't love seeing St. Louis coming off of 2 straight wins.
Losses, right?
2 straight losses. What
Yeah,
about the next game? Boston and Calgary's?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw that game last night, but absolutely insane ending in a nationally televised game against 2 of the better teams in the league. Oilers, they just beat them, and now they're going on the road again on a back-to-back to play a Flames team that kind of wants to play the Bruins style of hockey. So, I mean, I don't know how much of like an upset you'd really consider it off a back-to-back, but that is certainly, I would say, the sketchiest spot of the day. So, I mean, that
I
line
can
is,
get behind Calgary.
line is short, even, back-to-back considered. So that's one that's looking at me funny. Canucks, Kraken, I feel like I've seen this game a million times with the same exact line for the most part for the Canucks. So line definitely screams Kraken, but I'm not really trying to get involved. And probably
Can we not?
same
Please.
thing for VGK and Lions.
Can we not get involved with the Kraken?
We're not getting involved with the Kraken.
Please, dudes. Please.
Not getting involved with the Kraken. Can't do it.
Calgary, though. Calgary, I could get involved with.
Calgary, the only thing that I really don't love about Calgary is, I don't know if you remember, this was one of the days that like the dogs went crazy right out of the All-Star break. And that was like Flyers Day. I was trying to decide between the Flyers and Flames, and they both won, and the Flames dominated the Bruins, which was like, that was what, 2 weeks ago, right out of the All-Star break. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of struggling to push the button. But spot kind of screams it, but I don't know.
Oh, man. This guy is so jealous he's not up here hosting the show, man. He just wants to BS so bad, and he comes in here probably off the burner of the account I just kicked, and he's just so miserable. And he's probably clocking in the 9 to 5 thinking, I could do what they're doing. Well, then do it, DeGen Jetter. I'll tune into your stream tomorrow, brother. Get it all set up. I'll be there early. All right. Let me know when you start streaming, brother. All right. Get involved. Unbelievable. Give me Calgary on the ML. I'm liking that play. Chat saying, looks like they Calgary respects coins against good teams. They typically win in spots against pretty solid teams.
They're a giant killer for sure.
All right. Well, I'm in on that. So I like Calgary. Knock on wood. They've respected my coins pretty well over the last couple of years betting hockey. I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we need Jetter's bets today. We need Jetter to post his plays for the next 2 years, and then we can chirp him about being a shitty batter. Okay.
Need a score.
He did just drop a follow, though. Good. DeGen Jetter. No way that's not a burner, right? Dropping a new fresh follow after kicking out other people. All right. W's. Javon, you went over the ice reports. Good work. What is your favorite play right now on the ice? There's a couple angles you had that are pretty good. Is it the Devils?
Damn right, it's the Devils.
Okay.
Trent, you ready to bet the Devils again?
There's no way. There's no fucking way you're gonna make me bet on these Buzzes again, dude. Against Ooey Gooey. Oh my god, bro.
Goots, I want to see that goddamn train. You know we're putting in there first. Run that shit. Well, chat, we just need 4 more selections. We've already got the Devils on the ML for the first play in the squad ride. We can go ahead and move and groove on to the next 4. All right. New Jersey ML skis. What else, chat? What else, Javon? Chat, let me know your favorite couple plays right now. Go, go, go. Hurry up, Javon. Favorite two-piece left? What are you looking at? What's looking at you funny? What are you eyeing?
Nets. I would love to go fired coach system in there. Wouldn't mind that.
Okay. Definitely not opposed to that. Let me pull up that game and see what's going on with the line.
Just pulling back towards the Nets.
Is this first game fired coach system or second game?
First. He got fired during the break.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm in for that. How are the splits looking? Are we taking bait here? Either way, it's a coach's system fire play. You take that and you fucking move.
Yeah, you kind of move. But,
they're fine. I mean, they're definitely getting a little bit more bets and handle than I thought, but they're getting less than 50% both ways. So we made free growth.
I mean, I'm honestly shocked they're not more public than they are. Because I mean, the Raptors. I feel like any team against the Raptors as a dog would be pretty enticing. I know the Nets haven't been much better, but I'm shocked to see it
taking
not a little more lopsided.
You taking ML skis? You grabbing a point here? What are you doing?
I'm just taking ML.
You're cutting the shit. Okay.
Yeah.
MLs, sure. Nets ML, New Jersey ML on the ice. That Cal bet. I really like that Cal bet as well.
Really?
Yeah, I do like that Cal bet. I would have put that in my best bets myself, but I knew your ass was about to take it, so you're welcome.
There you go. I mean, yeah, dude, sign me up. Always.
Confidence level on the Cal Bears today? Pretty good?
Pretty good. Anytime a team that's playing them doesn't have guards that can absolutely shred them, multiple of them, I feel great.
Okay. Sure.
Ooh, what about Stetson team total over? That,
so I was
honestly,
definitely thinking,
other than the Devils, that the more we talked about it and looked at it, that might be my favorite play on the card.
Jesus, man. What about the Delaware and College of Charleston over?
I'm in for that.
Definitely got to take that. College of Charleston, Delaware. Fucking load, I bet. 154.5.
God,
Sure. Okay. You like that Stetson? I don't know if I can feel good about that, putting that in there against Queens, bro.
Dude, how could you not feel good about that?
Terrible vibes.
How is it terrible vibes? Queens respects our coins.
Has been so good to us, and now we turn our backs to them and we slap them in the face and we fade them.
I mean, they could still win. They could do whatever the fuck they want. They could put up 100, but Stetson can also put up 100.
They could still win. They could. All right, right now we have the Jets ML, Nets ML, College of Charleston, Delaware over 154.5. That has to be in there. All right, you are absolutely in love with the Stetson team total?
Yeah, I mean, I like that play a lot.
Give me the number.
83.5.
Stetson team total over 83.5. That is so high. That is so high. What else are we adding here, Javon? We got room for one more guys.
Oh, it's not 5.
We've got the Devils ML, the Nets ML. We got the Charleston, Delaware over. We got the Stetson team total over. We got room for one more Geyserman if we want it.
One more Geyserman.
Could put the Mavs in there. Could put the Clippers in there. Could put Stanford in there. Could put some of the nasty CBB plays I got left in the tank in there.
I mean, I wouldn't hate putting Stanford in there.
Stanford MLs?
Yeah.
Sure. I like that. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. We have 2 minutes for this poll. Hurry up and go, 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 go. 5 plays, 5 winners. New Jersey on the ML. The Nets on the ML. College of Charleston and Delaware over 154.5. Stetson team total over 83.5. It's high for a reason. And Stanford money line. 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up, get your votes in. Go, 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 go. There's no time. You have literally 1.5 minutes, maybe less. We've got the Surge stream back today. Rumor has it, Trent bringing the energy today with the NBA back. Excited to hear what he's crafting up. We're going to need to hop in there and get him some Fugazi pieces. Might have to make him take a nasty play on the ice if he doesn't want to take. It is what it is. The slate today is not beautiful. Okay, Javon? We have to do the Lord's work and find winners. to put in Trent Fugazi today on the Surge stream. So chat, stick around for that. Start up here in about a minute or so. All right. But for now, get your votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in, chat. Lock in. All right. Do not be scared. Do not waver after a squad ride L yesterday. It happens. Okay. We are still 25, 10, and 2 in the new year. Let me say that one more time. 25, 10, and 2. That's pretty fucking good. Yep. I'm just going to say it. That's pretty fucking. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. All right. And we've got votes coming in hot. What's winning here? I got to get rid of the comments so I can see this poll. Looks like the Devils are running away with it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad about it one bit. I was kind of hoping I would win, to be honest with you.
That's all I
That's a
wanted.
play that I can get behind. Chad, I mean, look at Javon licking his fucking chops right there. You're telling me you're not voting for the Devils on that? Motherfucker looks like Drewski down there. He's moving around. He's getting active. Gosh, man, Devils are getting the votes. I'll be honest, I did not expect them to be getting the votes, but I'm happy that they are.
Yeah.
They trust. All right. They trust in Javon. They know what he's doing. They know what he's providing. Winners. Okay. And we're bouncing back, chat, with a squad ride W today on the ice, New Jersey Devils ML. Okay. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Stick around for the Surge stream. Peace.